Hey guys, welcome to another edition of MTG Roundtable. I'm getting ready. I'm running a little bit behind today. I do apologize. So just give me a moment, guys, while I finish setting up. Go ahead and introduce yourselves, guys. Let's go ahead and start off with life totals.
Hi, everybody. You're probably used to me here by now. I co-host here a lot.
All right, give me one moment. And then Swordman Josh, go ahead and introduce yourselves like no one ever heard of you.
Yeah, nobody's ever heard of me. I'm small chump change. Nothing like DGL here. I just hang around in the skirts of the Magic community and have fun.
Nice. And I got mad echo. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. All right. And then introducing MTG Gaming Bob. Go ahead and tell us what you're all about. Guys, didn't hear me? There we go. Sorry to kill some background noise here. MTG Gaming Bob, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Shoot.
Hello. Hello? Oh, okay. Dealing with sound issue. Looks like everything dropped out. That's weird. Okay then. So today we have a lot of things to cover, and right now I am dealing with some tech issues. So bear with me, kiddies. I can only hear myself at the moment. Could one of you guys speak up?
Hello.
Okay. You sound far away.
I sound far away?
Yeah. You sound far away.
I sound far away?
Yeah, we got a little bit of echo. You sound far away.
I sound far away?
Yeah, we got a little bit of echo. Whose sound is
Sorry,
that
that's
coming
probably
from?
me. I'm going to try to fix that.
Okay, sorry guys, we're dealing with some technical issues. I do apologize. So we got a couple topics to talk about today. Of course, we have the MH2 reveal of the art box and a few other things. There's a card that Life Totals really wants to cover, and a few other things. And I'm just trying to get this quick video I threw together. It's not like really that big, but I can like stop it and do stuff. So bear with me. I got a little bit of a system slowdown, and we're just trying to get caught up. So thank you guys for your patience. I haven't even had a chance to send out the links yet. So if you guys, like told, if you hear me, if you can send out some links or at least post it on to the Discord at least, that would be cool, dude. I will try to get this done ASAP. Yeah. Sorry, I'm running a little late today.
Give me a second.
Okay.
All right, I can hear you guys now. Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right, great.
It's really weird. Because you guys are like really low. Okay. That was weird.
Raise your volume up? I don't know. I don't do this technology thing.
Yeah. Oh. I hear you. Okay, I know what's going on. I'm sorry, guys. It's me. Should be there and okay. All right. Thank you guys for your patience out there. I am dealing with some tech issues. Everyone's like super faint, and I can barely hear anything. So that's pretty awesome. Okay.
Make for a quiet stream.
Right, I know. That's exactly what people come here for.
Are we the ASMR stream tonight?
Well, my mic's
Yeah, no
always
kidding.
fancy. It's not made for this. Da, 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 da.
Well, I switched up a new mic. Am I
Really?
coming in clear now?
Yeah, you're good.
You
Right on.
guys are good. It's just earlier it was like tinny. The system didn't quite move things over. So, anyways, and you sent it out to Discord. I know I got to get this link out to the other pages too. So I'll try to do that while we talk. I just need to get you guys on a topic. So give me a second. And here I was trying to be professional.
I think we got to start setting up a little earlier.
Yeah, no, that's my bad.
I think there's still a lot of people.
Okay.
I think there's still a lot of people out there, fresh on the heels of all the announcements today. They're still out there poking around on the sites, trying to find Modern Horizons 2 at a reasonable price. Haha.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Literally,
I've been warning them. Go ahead.
I saw on CSI this morning they had, as a matter of fact, I did buy some this morning, but I didn't buy the collector boxes. They had them on Cool Stuff for like $3.49, sold out, just like immediately.
I
So-
gave up
Yeah,
on Modern
no,
Horizons
it's-
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try to buy into it, to be honest. We'll see whether it goes the route of Modern Horizons 1, where we have a dip after it's been released, after the hype's died down a little bit, and we get second and third and fourth print runs and see what happens there. Maybe I'll buy into it then, but
I thought they said that they're not going to. Well, he didn't say it wouldn't be exactly like Time Spiral, but he did say that it's not print to demand. So I don't know exactly what that means for print runs, but
I don't know either. Modern Horizons 1 was print demand. I don't know why they wouldn't do Modern Horizons 2 the same way,
he said they're not.
which is,
Well,
in my opinion,
do me a quick
yeah.
favor, guys. Carry on that conversation. I got to go grab a purple drink, so carry on with that. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I don't know why they would. I mean, I know why they do. They only have so much printer time. But in terms of what happened with Modern Horizons 1, if they really want Modern to succeed, there's no reason that they should do a limited print run on Modern Horizons 2, in my opinion.
I can't speak to it too much. I can only go based off of what was on the stream today, and he was saying that it was not print to demand. That was one of the questions that they had, but it won't be as limited as Time Spiral, was essentially what he said. And then he kind of retracted that, so it's a little unclear exactly what it'll be, but he did not retract the fact that it's not print to demand.
Only time will tell, I guess.
Well, and right on the doorstep of, I don't want to say on the heels, but right on the doorstep of D&D, which is it's a hugely anticipated set, and there's lots of stuff coming out for that. So they can only get so much stuff on the printers.
I would also say, like, for me personally, I'm not really interested in the set at all. So,
I can't say that. And I mean, of course I want the fetches, but I think it's going to do what I effectively want it to do for fetch lands, and that's
lower the price of them, which is going to happen.
right. It's going to lower the price across the board. And I'm going to go hunting the cheapest fetch lands I can find, probably late July, early August.
They're probably
Yeah,
going
I-
to dip.
Yeah, go ahead,
Sorry.
Mike, go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna say they're gonna dip significantly right before release. You're gonna watch them in anticipation for the set releasing, because they've already shown the artwork for what they're going to be, and they're not new artwork unless the full arts are going to be new artwork. The new ones are not new artwork, so it's just straight reprint. So you're gonna see those older fetch lands dip in price, so you're going to be able to pick those up. So if you are looking to pick those up, you should pick them up before the set drops and before pre-release, because that's when the pre-orders are going to start going for them, and that's probably when you're going to see the dip go.
I have a feeling it's going to continue to dip for at least a couple months. Usually, from what I've seen, things tend to dip after release. I think it's going to put downward pressure on all of it, and they're 3 different versions that they're releasing in the sets, and I have a feeling that they're not all going to be one or the other. I think that you could potentially get multiple fetches in a single pack depending on how they're structured. I'm not saying they're going to be as common as rice, but they will be far more plentiful. Hopefully, I mean, I can't imagine they're going to put them in as rare and then make them rarer than mythics. That would be strange.
I would imagine it's more going to be like, because this is what I'm seeing with the other set boosters, the way that they do their rare lands. You're probably going to go ahead and see that you're probably going to get, like, on average, anywhere from like 3 to 5 for a set booster box would probably be the abouts.
There it is, guys. That's the purple drake in the house. No, actually, I think it's going to be more like Shocklands from, like, probably hit. I don't know. I'm hope maybe it's 5 each. I mean, that'd be good for us necessarily, but not for the value. But I'm guessing it'll be like Shocklands and.
I think it's going to be more on average. About like
that, yeah.
I think it's more on average going to be about 3.
And from a player standpoint, I don't particularly care as long as it drives the price down. After I get my play set of each, I don't care at that point. I have my play set of all of the allied fetch lands, and I have most of my enemy fetch lands, and this is enemy fetch lands. So if it drives the price down to the point where I can pick up my 1 and 2 copies left to make my play sets, I don't need to buy into Modern Horizons 2.
I'm more excited for the other players that finally are probably going to get to experience fetch lands if they get into this at a good price and at a decent time. Like, me being an older player, I'm not interested in it because I have 4 copies of each. I don't need them. So it's if I did get them, they would just be extras for extra decks, and even then I don't use all the fetch lands that I currently have. So
yeah, I think we're all agreeing on the same point, just to varying degrees and in slightly different ways, and that's that Modern Horizons 2 is certainly going to make fetch lands dip in price. To what degree, I don't think any of us can say, but I think we all also agree that that's not necessarily bad. But I'm not hearing like, oh my gosh, it's going to ruin the market. It sounds like it's a generally well-received thing, so good on Wizards for this.
Now it's just a matter of what unique cards come out in Modern Horizons 2 that shake up the format more than anything else, of whether you want to buy into it or you just want to buy singles, or whether you don't care about it at all.
This is the point that I was getting at for Modern Horizons 2 and why I don't feel like I need to buy into it. Because the worst case scenario is they're going to come out with 1 or 2 broken cards I have to pick up a single for, maybe. And I don't, with the way Modern is right now, and like with what they could reprint, there's not tons of things with super huge significant value in Modern. They've already reprinted all that stuff. So either it's going to blast it to the point where it just lowers it, or it's going to be something that we already have. So they either have to print some new stuff in here. Like if you look at that official art, you're looking at Dakon Blackblade right there. That's a new art for Dakon Blackblade. Whether it's a reprint of the card or it's a new one remains to be seen. I would imagine it's a new one.
Yeah, I assume so because it looks like the art's different. But there it is. There's the Dakon Blackblade. And do you have a picture, life totals, of the new card that just showed?
No, it's new.
Well, okay.
Are you talking about the artifact?
Can you download it real quick?
Oh,
no, the dragon.
Oh, that.
That's on D&D.
Yeah, that's on D&D. That's not on Modern Horizons.
But the new artifact, right? The one that's the Brainstorm, the Brainstone, I think is what it was called.
And then you had the Lion's Eye Tiger, or whatever the world it was.
Yeah, that's an interesting one too.
That one is interesting because it can not only be reanimated as a creature, but it also can be reanimated as an artifact.
Well, just think about it in terms of Lifeline.
Hey guys,
right?
Guys. Can one of you guys pull up the picture online and just download it real quick and just let me know when you can share it so we're all on the same page?
I just sent it to you.
Okay. Give me a second. That's the dragon. I was talking about what they were talking about.
Oh, the lion.
I need that, but yeah. Yeah,
it's called
is there a picture or is
lion,
it just text?
I think, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, this is all so new. I literally just kind of bounced from the other stream to here to
It literally
did a
just
little
came
bit of
out, so
homework.
I don't even have all these pictures on my phone yet. Like, they literally just released this all before the stream.
Let me see if I can find the Diamond Lion. Oh boy. Of course, it's coming with all kinds
am
of
on
random
the page
stuff.
to get it. Give me a second, I'll get it.
There's the Diamond Lion.
Just post it up.
Wait a second. Yeah, I just sent
Oh, no,
you
I
the
see,
Diamond Lion,
Okay, sweet.
and
thank
there
you,
is
guys.
the Brainstone.
Okay, thank you.
Well, hopefully they send them to you because that's with the another Facebook group. I think you're probably part of that group, though.
Okay. You sent me the link. Okay, yeah, this is Cards with Michael. Has
Yeah.
got it up, and shout out to Cards with Michael. I haven't seen him in a minute. Okay. Oh wow. So all right. He downloaded it first before I talk about it.
That's the quickest way I could figure out how to get it to you.
No, that's fine. Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. It's so new. I'm even having trouble Googling though. I'm old, so I don't Google as well as you younger folks.
Yeah. No, I totally understand that.
I'm gonna
I
send
have
you a
way too
link.
much stuff on my.
That's
Just post the page. Just share.
yes,
Share.
I'm
And then that way it's a little bit easier. I just have so much stuff on my desktop for me to save it and move it over. It's just not going to work.
so here's
okay.
the whole page. The whole page of everything that was just
Okay.
revealed for Summer of Legend.
Okay. So that we'll get to in a minute. I just wanted to make sure that we had it accessible. And thank you for that, guys. Appreciate it. And did you share or did you just send it to me again?
All right, I'll share it.
You sent it to
Give
me.
a minute.
Okay. Okay. Let me know if it blocks you or whatever. It should go through. All right, let me say hi to people. Hi, Alicia Thomas. I did say hi in the chat for you. And Dobby, how you doing, bud? And for you guys that are popping in, this is MTG Roundtable. I'm going to have you everyone introduce each other because we had some technical issues earlier. So once again, introduce yourself, MTG Gaming Bob.
Hey everybody, MTG Gaming Bob here. For those of you that don't know, I do have my own channel out there. I do all kinds of Magic content. Lately, I've been doing a lot of live streaming for playing, and we've got some more new exciting content coming up that I'll actually even reveal here tonight. I haven't revealed it yet to anybody, so that'll
sweet.
be a new exclusive for the roundtable.
That'd be awesome. We got Life Totals stealing all our secrets. He's going to be having a channel up here soon. Go ahead and introduce yourself once again for the people just tuning in.
Hi, everybody. You're probably used to me already. I specialize mostly in Commander gameplay. So it's usually deck building, deck text, and stuff like that. So once I get my channel up and running, you'll see a lot of that, a lot of stuff over on Mind Blank.
No, on MindBlank. There you go. .com.
Mindblank.com. No.
Yeah, I started Googling Mind Blank. I'm like, what's this?
Spell
It's a new
tape.
thing.
Spell tape.
Yeah.
Guys.
It must
spell
be a
tape.
new Twitch channel.
Sounds like a great Magic card, to be honest. Mind Blank.
I'm doing three
I
things at once because I'm trying to get him links and I'm trying to like share links to get people over onto the channel right now.
Okay, so just giving you a hard time.
Yeah, no, I hear that, and I'm horrible at multitasking, so I haven't even got the links out yet. I'm like, oh god,
I already
I
did.
don't want to slow you guys down.
I already got the links
Okay,
out.
dude.
I was doing it for you.
What on my page on Facebook or what?
Oh, I can do it on Facebook too.
Yeah, go ahead,
But I'll share
and
it
then
to the
I
other
will.
Facebooks.
Okay, I want to make sure to get on Levi's page, and then you already got the
I already
Discord.
did.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, legit.
I got on.
All right, thank you for that. Okay, And sorry, guys. Normally, I am trying to shape this show up and get it a little more professional. And today, it was all my bad. So my bad. Anyways, we got links going out. We got the spam. Then we can get back into Modern Horizons here. Before I go any further, though, let me make sure my camera's working as everything falls on my face. Awesome. Okay, cool. So yeah, guys, make sure you guys check out the sponsor, NorthValleyGames.com. It's actually there in the description. Use my code DJL808 and get yourself 10% off your purchase. And the links are in the description, so hit them down below. If you guys are selling cards, go ahead and hit them up too. They'll give you an additional 10% to the buy list price. Awesome. So I missed it a little bit earlier, guys. You guys were talking about Modern Horizons, buy or skip. You guys were saying who was on the buy side? Because I've already bought, but I can't get much of the set because of the price point, obviously. That was a question.
I think most of us were on the buy singles side.
Yeah,
Buy
singles
the singles that you need to complete your play sets, and then if there's some bomb that comes out in MH2, just buy that if you need it, and not buy into an entire box.
The only contradiction I'll have there is they announced a sweet looking Fabled Passage today that if you spend $50 at your LGS, you get you're supposed to get that as like a promo as to try to help out the LGSs. So
oh sweet, I have no problem spending $50 at my LGS. I do that regularly, but
I think it has to be between like certain dates. I'd have to look that up, and I wish I was more professional and actually had that info rather than just bringing it up here. But just so you have it out there, I don't know if somebody could find that. What they did is it's a Fabled Passage. It's the same art.
It's actually
on all of them.
I have it in the Summer of Legend, so we'll probably be able to go through that.
Okay, so that's the only like caveat I would say to at this point buy. I would say as of this morning, I would have bought before they did the stream, but immediately after they released all that info about it, just site after site, we were trying to go out and find places that were just selling out as they were talking. So at this point, I would say wait to get past the hype hump. And maybe get like a pre-release kit or something, for $50 at your LGS to pick up that Fabled Passage. Sorry.
I just Googled that Fabled Passage. It looks like it's the regular artwork with the shooting star and an old border, if I'm looking at it right.
Yep, that's the one.
It's gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You guys can share that, please? Can you guys share that, please?
Yeah, I'll do it. Give me a minute.
Sorry. I probably jumped the...
You guys are all talking about it. I'm like, dude, I want to catch up, and viewers probably want to see it too,
Yeah, I just sent a Reddit that I found real quick.
I was going to wait until we were actually to this, because this is going to be a lot to go through, and I have to... That was actually one of the last things in the page.
I'm not seeing it. I see our... Okay. Can you scroll down?
Going now.
Oops.
Yeah, I'm going. Fetch lands.
So, I mean, just to stay sort of on track there, that's about the only thing that at this point I would consider picking up, because everything else is just going through the roof. So if you can find good deals out there, and, I haven't searched every Acorn stash out there, but prices have already...
You said Acorn. There's squirrels.
Yeah, there are. And we're talking about a tree, so...
Yeah.
It's a gorgeous Fabled Passage.
Absolutely.
That it is.
So that's like one thing that I'm targeting. I was telling myself, no more spending on Modern Horizons 2, holding out for D&D, and then they release this thing, and I'm like, oh... My heart hits the floor. I'm like, all right, I know I'm going to have to spend more money to get this thing.
But if it's just $50 at your LGS, then you could buy $50 in singles at your LGS, and it looks like it would apply.
I'm going to bet that they're going to attach this to Modern Horizons 2. Like, you're going to have to buy something Modern Horizons 2, whether it's single packs or... I'm kind of betting that's how that's going to roll for most people.
Yeah. Forcing us to spend $100 on a fed pack. I just saw the pre-release kits pricing earlier, $49.99.
Yeah, I picked up all mine at like $39.99.
Sweet, good for you, man. So for the price of a fat pack, a normal one, you can get a pre-release kit if it's available. And we've been talking about this for months, guys. I mean, since I started this, we've been talking about MH2. Get in early. Some of you guys were like, "Hey, buy singles. Singles are going to be nuts if no one is buying the product because,
That's not true.
But people are. Wait, hold on. People are. People are definitely buying the product because it's sold out. So there you go.
Yeah,
I was getting there. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't quite get there. I was like, that's not true.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Thanks for being there to correct me. I'm just saying. All right, Rob Zambito, welcome to the stream, and feel free to smash that like button, guys. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and hit subscribe. I got so many freaking giveaways going on right now. It's crazy. I just got one up today. Shout out to my boy Charles. He's one of our subscribers here. Also one of the admins. Unfortunately, he is in the hospital right now, and it's like serious, guys. It's so crazy. I'm gonna be doing a little giveaway for him in a little bit. He's actually getting his leg amputated, or part of it. It's serious. So shout out to my boy. I'm not one to do prayers and all of that, but I'm thinking happy thoughts, and I'm there for you, bro. You can call me anytime. So, get well, man. There's nothing to get well on. It's just what can you do or say on that? That's why my video is so awkward.
It's an awkward situation.
Yeah, right. Feel bad. Yeah, bro. Get better. Yeah, no, it's tough.
How I am with people in general whenever they're like, "Oh, I have this problem," and then I'm like, "Oh, right."
Yeah. I know it's not like family or anything, but just like I do the birthdays and I do the other things for all my subscribers, I do care. And plus, he's helped out a lot. So, mad props to him. We're going to do a little giveaway in his honor here, probably gradually throughout the stream. So let's get back to business here. And, oh, yeah, Rob, I haven't seen you in the chat before, man. Feel free to hit that subscribe, bro. We do have a lot of giveaways going on right now. I want to make sure you guys don't miss out. But you are correct. All the big box stores are sold out. And as soon as they put a single picture or a spec of anything MTH2, I knew it was going to sell out because everyone knows about those fetch lines. So there we go. Thank you, Pablo. Yeah, I mean, he's going to get better. It's going to be in a lot of pain, but I mean, you're missing an actual part of yourself. So it's just I can't even imagine, So, but he's super stoked about the giveaway. So I'm happy for him there. That giveaway, when you guys are done watching this, go ahead and check it out. I just posted not even an hour ago. There's some sweet stuff. Just follow the instructions, get in on it. Make sure you guys subscribe, and yeah. All right. Excuse me. Back to business. That Fable is nice. I will give it that.
They always age really well on these promos too, by the way. So if you guys are collectors picking these up, these are worth a lot because they did the same thing a long time back with Rishodon Port and stuff. So snap those up because they're going to be worth a pretty penny, especially if you have a certain price point that you have to pick them up at, because they're saying $50 for this at your LGS to pick this up. So
yeah,
that's already starting. That's already starting to be like a price point right there.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, so I think I got what you guys were talking about earlier, the Lion Diamond. I almost have that ready. I will try to get that going. Well, I did send a message out to Moxman, but I'm not sure. I probably have to go comment one of his videos. Can anyone do that? That there's a good multitasker? Anybody? No.
What am I supposed to? What am I supposed to do? You already have me.
I'm sorry. Just get a message on one of Moxman's videos. Just say we're waiting for him or something. Because I did send him the link. So
he might be a little task saturated himself. I know he's been dealing with some issues over the last couple of days.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Did he put it on one of his videos or?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay. I've been so busy with some back end stuff here for the channel, so I do apologize that I'm not on top of everything and I'm not omnipresent. No, can only do so much. But anyway, okay.
I mean,
I am
he's
pulling
not
up.
in like dire trouble, but I know he had some issues with his house and just real life issues popping up. So
Oh, God, that's weak. Yeah, I hear that. Okay.
yeah. So
Hopefully his
I'm not sure
basement
how
didn't
busy he's
flood
going to be.
again.
Did his basement flood?
No, he pulled up a box of Magic cards that he had in his basement. I don't know, maybe a month ago, and he did a stream on it. He's like, I had to throw this whole box away. Hopefully, there wasn't anything expensive in it. It was at the bottom.
Oh, that sucks. Okay.
But yeah, I think like a day or two ago, he said there was some issue with his pipes, and he had to move everything out of his basement.
Well, there you go. I wasn't far off. I assumed it was something to do with his basement because he talks about his Magic cards in his basement all the time.
Yeah, I don't want to say too much because I don't know
Yeah,
exactly.
no worries.
Okay, so here's the Diamond Lion. I think that's the biggest I can make it on the screen. I don't know how well you guys can see it.
Oh my god, I get a new toy for CEDH. This card is fabulous.
It's a 2/2 for 2 with upside.
Yeah,
With Underworld Breach, Lion's Eye Diamond is already broken. Having another Lion's Eye Diamond in the deck is even more broken.
And I was actually, this might link into the card that one of the cards I'm going to talk about tonight. And I really haven't had my time for my head to wrap around this, but the first card that popped into my mind as soon as I saw this was Lifeline.
I know you guys all know it, but go and tell me what the card does.
Lifeline, you return creatures that went to your graveyard. As long as you have a creature in play, or as long as there's a creature in play, any creatures that went to your graveyard this turn, return them at the end of your turn to play.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So a never-ending Lion's Eye Diamond? Seems all right to me.
Same thing with Underworld Breach.
And seems great in Teshar as well, being since Teshar's my baby deck.
I like how it's Diamond Lion, like, they just switch the names. It's like...
they always play on names like that.
No, I get that, but, like, it's a mockery of the reserve list on some of the cards, like the Squirrel Master, essentially, is what I want to call it, with the Ascend or whatever. That's from the last Modern Horizon set. You know what I'm talking about. Because do you or no?
I don't like Modern Horizons in general, so I don't.
Oh, you're biased. All right, fair enough. And thank you, Rob, for the prayers for the bud. And he's saying Oscar going to be OP in a EDH.
I've already tested it. It's already really, really good. I'm actually building it, so I have a CEDH version of it.
Okay, then I got to move that over to the page. Where'd it go? Really? I guess I didn't get it. I just got the Lion's Diamond. I think you sent me the there's the dragon. Anyways, yeah, so you're talking about the new dragon from D&D.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks dope. Okay, let me get it over here. Come on.
So I also just put Lifeline up just so you had it on my image there.
They're really making Bob the Goon. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right? That was a fun episode. There it is, Timat in the house. And then you said you just shared it? Okay.
Yeah, on my image. For my logo. So the card that I was talking about to play with the new Lion's Eye Diamond creature.
Okay. Let me... Did you share it yet, or?
It's you can see it on the screen.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Let me make that big. There we go. Lifeline. Okay, cool. Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty gnarly.
So basically, you sack the lion, and then at the end of the turn, put it back into play.
That's fun.
Yeah. So I mean, these are too new for me to even think about, like a lot of busted combos. But this is certainly one of them. I mean, there's lots of them that I guess we're going to get into tonight.
Mm-hmm. Rob says flavor fail. Should have been Diamond Eye Lion. Yes.
Sounds like
Okay.
a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Right. It does. All right. So I did kind of make a video, sort of, and I'm just getting used to the controls here to actually place that video. Hello. Oh yeah. Okay. Tech issues are real today. Oh my god. And I know it's just me. So there's a dragon. I gotta do. So we have different box art, and I know we were talking about something earlier, me and Life Totals, barely, as I was rushing to get everything set up.
Mm-hmm.
And that is about the squirrel.
Ah, the squirrel.
Yeah.
See, we're gonna get in arguments for this because I'm gonna have so many EDH people sit here and tell me this. But I'll give you a news flash as someone who plays competitive CEDH tribal. Unless they give some squirrels some help, it's not gonna be a viable tier 1 deck anytime soon.
Yeah, no, I get that. But still, I'm just like, my inner meme lord, as I told you, is like totally like, bruh, squirrels. It'd be awesome if they made them viable.
I love it. If they made it viable, I'd build it just because it'd be funny. But
yeah, exactly. I would totally build it for the memes, for sure.
Well, but I mean, this set, to be fair to Wizards, is modern focused. Not
exactly.
EDH focused.
Them giving you a squirrel at all is surprising.
Hold on a second.
I want to see Rabbit Tribal. Darn it, they gave us the Rabbit Wizard, and they give him no Rabbit support.
I love Quain.
Right? They need a rabbit, a tortoise in the hare deck, but they just don't have enough. They got, I think, more turtles than rabbits at this point. But
Quain is very group huggy, so I'd like more rabbit group hug stuff.
Well, and what rabbits do, they multiply, so it seems just like a natural fit that it should be like a serious sort of token sort of deck, just multiplying.
Have them come up with a busted card that whenever like everybody draws, that they have to like, that you get to clone target creature or something like that, or something.
Or put X1101 creatures into play, something of that nature. Just something on theme. I think it's a great flavor win. That
would help Quain so much.
That would be fun. Hey, Dystopia Games, welcome. So I made this little slide thing here. It's like awesome. I literally threw it together right before I added the thing. There we are. There's our squirrel boy right there.
He looks like a squirrel lord, I'm not going to lie, with all those squirrels behind him, but we've been tricked before with that type of artwork with squirrels.
Yeah.
They don't give you a good squirrel lord, and I said it to you earlier, like I said, with, like, unless he is like something like Lathril, he's not going to be good enough.
Yeah, exactly. If they made it Lathril, that'd be amazing. Or like Lathril Squirrel, I'd be in so much trouble. Because the one Hermit, which they made fun of and made essentially a reprint of a reserveless cards, but gave it a slightly different ability. The 60-cent card. Guess how much it went up to today? Almost $2. Can you believe it?
I got into when I'm building E6 right now, because that is my newest CEDH deck, my newest completed CEDH deck. Once all the cards come in the mail, it's done. But I have squirrels in there just because I want an army of squirrels, because you play Deep Forest Hermit with E6, and if you have like Parallel Lives, Doubling Season, or Primal Vigor out on the battlefield, that's 64 9/9 squirrels. I don't think people understand.
Dude, that is amazing. And I was telling you, I wish we could splash red. That way we can like do a storm effect with fling and make a squirrel yeeter. Yeet. and just throw like
I can-
X amount of squirrels to everyone's face. Just be.
I could alter of dementia somebody.
There you go, dude. Okay, I know it's somewhere there dystopian, but show me your secrets. I must learn the squirrel ways. Where is that little? God, I can't even think of what you call it. But
You can't quote crunk at me, Levi. You can't quote crunk at me. Squeaker squawk, squeak and squeak and squeak squeak.
Right? He's all squeak, 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 mother. Ooh. Goddamn. Anyway, I want that squirrel, dude. Where is it? I must find it.
I think that's gonna be like your highlight of you opening your box that you tried to get so hard to get. You're gonna be like, you're just gonna open the one squirrel and you're gonna be like, never mind the rest of this box. Squirrel.
You know I would. I totally would. I'll just open it up. I'll be like, squirrel! And then, for like an hour. No, it'd be super stoked. Unfortunately, I didn't get the squirrel set, so I'm really bummed. But that went up. People are struggling to sell it for what, $10 or $20 on top. Now they're laughing all the way to the bank, at least getting like what, probably 100 each. I don't know. I didn't look, but just because they show this one squirrel, all the squirrel cards went up. So stoked on that. I hopefully they make it viable, and that'd be awesome. Anything else you guys want to talk about for Modern Horizons? I wanted to go just a quick pricing thing for you guys. Other than that,
well, the Saga card.
oh, I missed the Saga card. Can you please share it?
I don't have it. I mean, it should be on that Summer of Fun or whatever
Are
they
you
call
talking
it.
about Urza Saga?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that Legendary Land Saga thing, that was really weird. I had to look at that card about 5 times to understand how
Here.
it worked.
I'll share it. I know where it is.
I think there's going to be a lot of cards that this card drives up in value.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sold on it. I do think it's flexible. I'll wait till it gets up on the screen before we start talking about it and throwing thoughts at it. But I have at least 2 cards that I think it's going to drive up in value.
Nice. Oh, Tommy
There it
Goy,
is.
welcome to live stream. Nice to see you, brother. And yeah, that's what you're supposed to say. But I'm not gonna say anything until people check out the video so they actually watch it. But there's something that I need you guys to say in that one to participate, and of course subscribe if you guys aren't already. And also YouTube's been doing weird stuff, so make sure if any of your favorites one you're not seeing a pop up, they've done a weird thing with YouTube, so a lot of people are getting unsubscribed. Like I subscribed to Peddler since day one and never messed with it. So I went over and I was unsubscribed. I'm like, what the heck? Okay, I cannot read that as I'm dealing with a smaller screen right now. What does it say?
It's also not showing up on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Should be.
What are you guys seeing?
On
It's
YouTube,
up on-
just the 4 of us.
It's up on YouTube. I see Urza Saga
Uh-oh.
on YouTube.
Am
I was
I
like, you
not?
guys should see it.
It's probably just a lag. It's like 15 to 30 seconds behind. So
Okay, I had to refresh for some reason.
yeah, no
Hey,
worries.
just as a heads up, Russ, John won't be joining us tonight.
Oh, okay. I kind of had a feeling. I know he's been dealing with issues with the wife, and hopefully she's getting better. I know she's on her way back home. So shout out to you, bud, and the missus. Hopefully she will get better soon as well. Been kind of a somber day because my homie's actually going in right now, or actually was earlier today. He hit me up right before I went in. Be under the knife. Whew, scary stuff, man. Anyway, all right. So, can one of you guys read it? It's super small for me.
Okay, it's an enchantment land, Urza Saga.
Land?
Urza Saga.
Wow.
Yep. Urza Saga gains tap, add a colorist
Color?
to your mana pool.
Okay.
For the first step. For the second step, it's Urza Saga gains 2 tap, create a 0/0 colorless construct artifact creature token. With this creature gets 1/1 for each artifact you control. Which, by the way, Urza decks did not need this.
Yeah.
And the third is search your library for an artifact card with mana cost 0 or 1 and put that onto the battlefield and shuffle.
Oh wow.
Again, Urza doesn't need that. Why are they printing this?
It doesn't necessarily go into an Urza deck per se. I mean, this can play in a ton of decks. It's colorless. It's a land. It's pseudo fetchable itself that goes and then fetches other things. That the cards that come to mind obviously are like Crucible. I mean, it was already a pricey card, but I'm thinking any enchantment recursion from graveyards like Auramancer. It's like a 15-cent card now becomes semi-relevant again. So I think this is gonna be a fairly big card.
I just feel like it's another engine for Urza, and I especially because I have someone who plays an Urza CEDH deck in our play group and plays it all the time. I know this is going straight into the Urza deck. I know it is.
Yeah, if you mean they didn't need to print to help out Urza anymore, I agree with that. I'm just saying that it's a great card with flexibility, for a ton of decks out there.
Yeah, you could definitely play this in just about anything.
Mm-hmm. It's a land that gives you an answer sometime later in the game that at a minimum kind of gives you at least a 1/1 body.
Right.
It's not any color, Russ. It's a land.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I understand that.
It's this weird enchantment land saga thing, which...
So it goes away at turn 3 then, right?
Yeah, you sacrifice it after turn 3. So it is a land that you are going to play, but you are going to sacrifice it in 3 turns.
Okay, that makes sense.
But then you get to... I mean, there's so much land recursion type stuff out there. I mean...
Yeah, Crucible of Worlds with this is just going to be broken.
Oh, wow.
And then anything that lets you put more than one land into play per turn kind of thing, it's just it's going to play well with a lot of things.
Wow. Yeah, no kidding. Looks amazing. Not something I would play with, but yeah. I don't know. What about EDH there, life totals?
I'd like to point out that third line. The searching your library for an artifact with mana costs 0 or 1 is especially powerful in CEDH. That's a Lion's Eye Diamond. That's a Jeweled Lotus. That is a Soul Ring if you don't already have one out. It's
Sensei's Divining Top.
Yeah, Sensei's Divining Top. It's all the main artifacts that we use. Arcane Signet. It's like everything.
Well, and then even in Modern... I don't know if this will slot into Hammer Time, but that allows you to go get the hammer for Hammer Time decks too.
Ooh.
Granted, I mean, Modern is considered a turn 4 win format, so that means you have to drop Urza Saga on turn 1, but by turn 3 you got your hammer. So will this slot into Hammer Time or not?
But
It definitely could.
I'll be honest with you, it kind of feels like a control deck sort of slot in for me.
Yeah, it does.
Because it's a little bit slower, but it is so flexible for so many different things that control is always wanting to go, tutor for a variety of things. And now they just gave him a tutor for any 0 or 1 artifact. It's like, okay.
Jeez. More hookups for stuff that don't need hookups.
So again, I think this is going to be I honestly think this is going to be, it's going to be one of the sought after rares, and it's not even mythic.
Yeah, this is going to be one of those cards that most sagas, they don't normally do well. Like, they don't stay expensive, but this one I could see actually changing that and being expensive just because it is a land.
Yeah, and it's very unique for sure. Hey, Davi. Okay, so let me do something real quick here, guys. I'm gonna go over to me. First off, I want to give you guys a teaser real quick for the birthday giveaway that will be popping up in the next day or two. I am giving this very fresh card away that I actually got from Wizards. There's no streaks. It is like pristine. I know it's M21, not big value, but it's going to be really cool. That's going to be in the birthday giveaway, guys. So make sure you guys follow instructions on that one. And if you guys haven't already, I got this was for the Get Well for Charles thing I just posted. All the Isn't lands or Prismari. And then I got a nice little jank pack that one lucky subscriber is going to win. But I wanted to do a quick shout out to, again, Charles. And that's what I was looking for. Okay. So let's, while you guys, while I look for that, I know it's around here somewhere. We'll go ahead and get back to the fun stuff here. And, oh, you already pulled it. Okay. Okay. So, anything else on Modern Horizons you guys want to talk about? Oh, price points, right? Or is there anything else before I get there?
The only thing that I don't know if we want to talk about it here because there's been no information, but one of the things to certainly keep an eye on is they've revealed the old border treatment, but didn't reveal in which products they're going to be in. I assume that will be coming somewhat soon here, that they spoil what those products are going to be, which kind of drives me nuts at this point because you don't really know which product to buy if you want to seek out that old border treatment. So they're going to make new cards that supposedly don't exist yet with the old border treatment on them.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I have to say, to be honest, I'm kind of sad that they're doing that. I mean, I'm happy for the general populace, but I thought that was something really cool for Time Spiral. I had to look behind me, get the name because my brain's kind of wonky right now. But I thought that was something really cool for Time Spiral. I'm kind of sad in a way that makes Time Spiral not feel as special.
Well, they have a knack for doing that this year. And last year too. That everything is so special, it's not special. So it's kind of a bummer that they're doing that. But I don't know. It's sad. I actually miss the old just a draft booster per set. I really miss that. It was a lot easier on the wallet, I tell you what.
Well, I've had a lot of thoughts about that, and I'm sort of spoiling one of the episodes that I wanted to do, but I guess I can get into it here because it seems appropriate. And
yeah,
I've thought long and hard about this whole wallet fatigue and chasing the dragon, so to speak. That you just got to get them all, got a Pokemon. Got to get every set, got to get every card. And, back when I first started, it was that you were trying to build every set. You were trying to get play sets of every set. To me, I think those days are long gone. I mean, I'm not trying to brag here. I do okay, financially, but there's no way I can even keep up with the amount of products and the variety of they have, 6 different versions of each mystical archive card. I mean, you can't get them all reasonably as most players. The finances are there. But, then I thought about it. They're building things a la carte. I mean, and I sat back and thought about it. Well, do I not want the old border treatment? Do I not want the mystical archives? And the short answer is no, I want those things.
Yeah.
But instead of being a completionist now and getting full sets, I think they're giving us more to pick from off of the buffet. And we just have to change our mindset from completing sets to targeting cards that we want with the treatments that we want. They're sort of giving us what we're asking for.
Yeah. And then we're complaining about it.
And then we complain about it, right? And then if they take it away, we're going to go, but wait, I want the collector booster boxes back.
The number one issue that it is right now with the way that their marketing is right now is that everything is go, 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 go. You barely have like a month before the next set comes out, right? So that's kind of like, it hurts a little bit because you have to be like, back in the day, you didn't really have to pick and choose which set. You had like 2 or 3 months before the next set comes out. So you had time to plan out that money. And now you don't. So you have to decide, hey, is there anything that I want in here?
Well,
yes, no.
What I would say to that, though, is that they're, for example, they just released, so this year, so they've only had 2 standard sets, right? As high as the pace is, they've only had 2 standard sets, which isn't crazy off the pace of the old days because Time Spiral's not a standard set. Modern Horizons isn't a standard set. The commander decks aren't standard, so to speak, and they've only really had very kind of few commander decks in reality compared to the rest of the products. I hope that they start rotating in the different flavors of the style of play that people want. I would love to see a commander set every year, a jumpstart set every year, 1 to 2 standard sets every year, a modern set or 2 every year. And that way you're picking the play style that suits you, and you don't necessarily have to get them all. And you can just pick singles out of the ones that affect your format from the sets that you don't feel like collecting.
Right. As a YouTube channel, though, and I do correct boxes, it's a lot of pressure on me financially.
Sure.
And even you're obviously, I mean, I'm beyond low income, guys. I know I talk about it too much, but I'm just saying for the regular average Joe that maybe is working part-time or full-time somewhere at a regular retail job or something like that, it's super hard to keep up and pay rent and your car payment and all that stuff if there's a new set every freaking month, you know.
Well, but one of the things though is that they're saying that they print so much nowadays that they're making all the cards essentially kind of worthless. There's a worthless version of every card out there. You don't have to have the full art foil treatment on things. You know, they said, oh, we need to bring the reserve list back for the collectors and the investors. But they're really truly kind of making cards reasonable. So long as you don't have that greedy, I have to have this version of it, I have to have that card. Most of them are fairly attainable. I think one of the big exceptions that's a sort of multi-format affecting card are the fetch lands, and they seem to be addressing it. So, I mean, believe me, I'm not being paid by Wizards, and I have a lot of complaints, about their distribution models and other complaints. But I really did some thoughts, and I don't really know where I sit on that fence. Is it bad? Is it good? I guess we have to wait and see where some of this goes.
Exactly.
Well, I'm going to take a different stance here in the fact that they're pushing products out so quick, and the power creep is starting on a logarithmic scale, that if they continue to push products at this rate, the power creep is going to be just off the scales, and things will just get more ridiculous than they already are now. So my issue with the amount of products that they're pushing is the amount of new cards. And then, of course, each new set has to be slightly better than the next set. Otherwise, it won't sell. And then we end up with a logarithmic power creep that happens a whole lot quicker. So if you release 3 sets a year versus 6 sets a year, that power creep differential or that delta is completely different over a 5 or a 10-year period.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. But here's what I'm thinking too is, like Kaldheim, it really wasn't a bad set. I mean, there was a lot of fun stuff in there. You had a few broken cards. You always have to have a broken chase card, or it's not going to sell. I mean, you could go into I can't name names, obviously, as I didn't really collect back then. But you can name sets that were weak that didn't sell because there was nothing really in that set that you really needed, and now every set's got to have at least 5 to 6 broken cards, at least one. I mean, the last with Kaldheim was the Veraclex. I mean, we all wanted one.
I don't think Strixhaven really has any broken cards in it.
No, and then you can see a lot of negative. There is broken cards. Don't get me wrong, but let me finish. Hey, Brendan Phoenix, how's it going, man? Long time no see. Yes, lots of cool things planned, Brandon. Anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, yes. So Strixhaven does have some broken cards, a lot of combo enablers, but there's nothing beyond broken, at least for the actual set itself. I'm not talking about the Mystical Archives. But the actual set itself, I don't really see anything that's like, oh my god, cost 2 and breaks the game. You know what I mean?
This is where I'm going to disagree, because
okay, go ahead.
Magecraft was made to work with Storm. That's the point. And the fact that exists, and they've stated in the past that the 2 most controversial things that Magic has ever done, mechanic-wise, and that is always talked about, is Storm and Dredge.
Yep.
Those are the 2 things that they said that they would never do again. And here we are with Storm and Dredge stuff. So
that's what's going to happen. They keep pushing the power level. But I mean, if they don't push the power level, now that they got us used to this, and there's got to be several chase cards for every set. If they don't have a broken card, it's just a nice even set. It won't sell. So I mean, they did it themselves on that. And 1 or 2 broken cards a set is cool. They can manage it. If it gets too out of hand, they could ban it. But it still sucks. If you did buy heavy into say said card. But they have to do it now. They have to have like 2 or 3. The last few sets have been a chase set. Right now we're chasing Mystical Archives. Last set we're chasing Valky or Tybalt, and mainly the Voraclex. So, chase set, we're all chasing the card. Everything else goes down like hardcore, and that's why we're seeing with Zendikar Rising. Really, it's Expedition or bust on that one, So the new set, Strixhaven, everything else is going down because it's Japanese Mystical Archive or bust. It sucks for us people that are actually want to, get our money's worth out of a box. But it is what it is. What can you do? That was my rant. Thank you. That's my TED Talk.
I don't agree that they have to push a broken card every set. They never have had to do that in the past to sell boxes. And the only reason why the boxes are selling like they are right now is because of the way that they're marketing because of pandemic.
Yeah.
So there's a lot more online sales going on. Once that stops and people are able to start going back to the LGS, the model has to change anyways. It's not going to keep up. People are going to want to go back out.
I do feel they need to. I mean, to address the masses of public, it's going to be. I think they have to start focusing on the draftable commander sets. I think that has to become part of their canon. It has to become part of their printing ritual. I think even they put out today a questionnaire, a feeler recently at least. I can't remember his name. Mark Rosewater.
Yeah.
Put out a feeler about. How do you feel about Commander Legend 2? Duh. I mean, what did you think people were going to say?
Foils.
No, let's not follow up to one of the most popular sets that's come out in a long time.
I'd be perfectly fine at this point if they just got rid of foils entirely.
I'm just saying that that if they start changing some of what they do, and I understand what you're saying about the power creep. However, I love the idea. That focusing towards the commander players and commanders.
Yeah.
I think I said this before on one of the roundtables about, EDH is the only format that has a C in front of it, right? And that's because a large majority of the people are playing commander not necessarily for the power creep, not necessarily to build the most powerful commander deck, but they want their bunny decks. They want their squirrel decks. They want to sit down and have fun with friends rather than just, grind their face into the dirt.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think that's why it's so, at least one of the reasons it makes it so vastly popular with so many people. However, I think they need to support that more. And if they get those draftable sets, it's unfortunate. Commander Legends came out during the middle of, the state of the world that it is. Otherwise, I think it would have been even more popular. And I think that that's something that certainly needs to be taken into consideration moving forward. And that the last year and a half has been kind of in a bubble.
Yeah,
exactly. Here's the thing. Wizards is phasing out draft booster boxes. It's not even
a mistake.
I think it's a mistake too. But here's the thing. It's not gonna be a thing for much longer. And when it is available, it's going to be expensive. We're already seeing that it's increasing almost $50 from what it used to cost for a draft booster box.
And it's funny because the pull rate's horrible. They didn't really do anything to the pull rate. You still can only get like maybe on the worst end 2 mythics a box for draft.
But here's what I think that they could do with all of this, because they have to answer that, because if they don't, once they're able to get back into competitive Magic the Gathering, whether it be standard or modern, whatever they're doing world championships and stuff for, draft is a big part of that. They can't not have it. And if people don't have the availability to go ahead and practice that, it's going to switch into being back to being what it is and just doing esports with Magic the Gathering Arena, which they've already proven is not nearly as lucrative.
Yeah.
Well,
No, I totally hear that.
I see a somewhat easy fix. They like these set boxes. Fine, make the packs draftable.
Yeah, exactly.
Take the themes out of them. Take the themes out of them because they have that theme in the pack.
Right.
And then,
Just change them up. Fine. You want to get rid of the standard draft box? Do it. You want to put less packs in there? Fine. You want to put more garbage? And I don't mean to offend anybody, so you know me, I'm a little opinionated here.
Draft
Take the
shaft,
damn
yeah.
art cards out.
Yeah.
Take
Or
the
have them
janky
actually
list
signed by the
cards.
artist. Or have them signed by the artist. Period.
Well, even I'm just saying, but having them in
Yeah.
it throws off the mechanics of how you would draft packs, because now you're going to end up with uneven packs, or you're going to have packs that are
No,
too full.
they already addressed that though. When's the last time you've been to a draft?
Oh, years.
Okay, so with the exception of the land card, the token you just literally take it out. It's not part of what you draft, so the art card would do that. But with the themes and stuff, it does make it hard to draft, like the set boosters, which
Well,
are really
makes-
pushing.
it makes
What
the
I'm saying is
table
it makes the pack
saturated.
lopsided. I think
Yeah.
when you took out a land or a token, didn't it kind of still make the packs equal so that you didn't end up with an odd man out at the end of each pack cycle?
Yeah,
So I think that they have to fix that essential mechanic so that every pack has the same amount of draftable cards in them. And right
I
now
got
they
you.
don't.
okay, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Make them draftable. However, they need to fix that. They need to make it so that you can actually, like he said, what are you going to do even when you get to like, what does that mean? No more sealed tournaments?
Yep.
I mean, it's just ridiculous that they would want to get rid of draft. It just, I can't wrap my head around it. Maybe I'm just thick, you know, but that seems.
No,
I
all of
totally
us-
understand it.
All of us
I told-
older players don't understand it either, because that was my most enjoyable part about going to my LGS, was either playing
For sure.
Commander with friends or playing sealed or draft. If I can't do that,
Yeah, it's
Well,
what's
you
the point
hit
of
it
it's
right-
hard. Yeah.
You hit it right there. It was going to the LGS. If
Mhm.
if WotC / Hasbro's trying to, lack of a better word, shit on the LGSs,
Mm.
then they don't need draft boosters anymore if they're no longer going to do an LGS
Right.
centric setup.
Well,
but
here's
they need
what I
it
think they
for
should
their
do.
competitive setup. It is a part going. Okay, so once you qualify for, you do your PPTQ, then you do your RPTTQ, and then you do your regular Pro Tour. Day one is always draft, no matter what. Always draft. And usually you've had a month to prepare for that, so you've done nothing but draft. Because I have 2 PPTQs under my belt.
Oh, okay.
So it's always draft first day, because that's how they seed the brackets, so you can go ahead and play modern or standard, because they want it to be that you don't just go in with this deck and you just dominate the whole format with just that deck. You have to win with skill to get up to being to those brackets.
I see.
Understood, but then as they continue to push arena and digital formats, they no longer need a draft booster to be able to do those. They can have everybody sit in front of a computer. I'm just being a devil's advocate here of things,
course.
of way things can go.
Well,
They don't need paper magic. They can do everything digital, even for all formats.
Let me get in here real quick, guys. Real quick. First off, Pablo, World of Spark was a super fun set. I can't knock it. It's awesome. But what if they did this? I mean, we got our fancy version stuff, right? Stuff that we're gonna probably go online to get, like the collector's booster and maybe the set boosters, because let's be honest, the local price for what you get is kind of meh. But I think that they should make the draft boosters available only at LGS. Now it's going to drive up the price a little bit. That sucks, but that's where you're going to go to draft anyways. You know what I mean? They shouldn't have it available online. I don't think. Should just go to LGS. But I wouldn't say just WPN stores, but just in general, that you'd have to go to the shop to pick it up. that will help out the LGS at least for those that only play limited. You know what I mean?
But
Well,
they've already proven that they don't want to do that.
No, I understand that.
I don't think
I'm
they
saying that's what
can
they
do
should
that.
do.
I,
Yeah.
I think the genie's out of the bottle, so to speak, on that, and it's not even necessarily what WotC can control. WotC, unless they start distributing directly to the LGSs, they go through distributors, and the distributors will sell to people with questionable storefronts, should I say, and they're going to end up online anyways. And unless you're saying don't sell draft boxes through the big box stores.
Well, that's actually one of the topics. Before we get there, though, are we good on Modern Horizons for right now?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, cool. So, those that are just tuning in, I'm going to do a quick little giveaway. As I explained earlier, my one of my moderators, Charles Harder, is actually going into the hospital and is getting out of surgery here pretty soon. But he's unfortunately had to have part of his leg amputated. So I can't really cheer him up. Yeah, I know. It sucks. I can't even imagine. It's just like, wow. But a while back, we bought, or he had me go and get a few set boosters of Kaldheim when it was hot. And we have a stack of different stuff here from, including, not list cards, but some of the oddball cards too. But yeah, I'm going to go and do this giveaway real quick. So what I want you guys to do, if you guys haven't already, go ahead and smash that like button. If you guys are new and very first time, do hit that subscribe. I have so many giveaways planned right now because we did pass 400 subscribers. So I'm super stoked, but I'm just kind of pacing it because I don't get paid till the 17th. So throughout this next couple of weeks, the giveaways that you guys have seen recently on my channel, they're all going to be lumped into the Friday before the 17th. So that's when the big giveaway is going to be. So make sure you guys are posted for that and do subscribe. But let's do this, guys, in the chat, and you guys can go ahead and shout out. Or is everyone here on the on YouTube as well?
I am. That's how I've been talking to Pablo.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know you are. Life Totals is?
Yep.
Okay, and how about you, Gaming Bob?
Yep.
All right, cool. Let's just keep it to the chat then. Go ahead and everyone that's listening right now, pick a number between 1 and 20. And I have some giveaways to go for right now in honor of Charles because he loves giveaways. There you go. Yeah, go ahead and post them up, guys. So we got Swordman with 19. Life Totals, picking my favorite number 9. And so Gaming Bob, go ahead and pick one. Anyone in the chat, go ahead and pick a number between 1 and 20 that has been posted already. All right, Pablo's in. MTG Gaming Bob at 11. We got a few people floating out there. I know I'm calling you out, but go ahead and put a number in there and just go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. And you have a good chance of winning something right now. All right, so we got 4 people. Does anyone else want to get in on this? I know there's a good 15 to 16 second delay, guys, or 15 to 30 second delay. So I'll go and wait just a minute for you guys to catch up. Again, pick a number between 1 and 20. Go. All right. Ooh. Focus. Okay. I think that's going to be it for this round. Yeah. What happened?
My video keeps lagging for some reason. I can see the chat, but the video lags on YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. There's a 15 to 20 second delay.
No, I mean, it stops. The video just stops for me.
Oh, okay. Well, we've been having nothing but still images, but we're going to roll this off real quick here. Yes, thank you, Life Totals. And then also, if you guys want to join our Discord, talk with us directly. He'll go and post up the link. I got to make sure that I post that in the actual description next time. Thank you for reminding me, Life Totals. All right, so if you guys are just tuning in, pick a number between 1 and 20. We're going to win some stuff right now. Just make sure you guys are subscribed, either before or after or whatever. So we have, yeah. Okay. All right, I'm going to do another one so you guys can see what I'm talking about here. I'm going to be giving 3 cards away from that and a few off this stack, which is basically foiled jank, but there are tons of rares and some mythics in this stack here. So here we go. We got Swordman, Life Totals, Pablo, and MTG Gaming. Bob, let's go with this crappy gift die.
What happened to your Kaldheim die?
Oh, I have it. It's just, I'm trying to get my value out of all the Pound Town fat packs I've had. So I have not used this die yet. So I'm getting some value out of it. Looks like we have an 8. So
Oh, I'm closest. Ha!
yeah, no, Life Tolls it is. All right. I've already shuffled, but I'll do it. These are raw cards, so I don't want to do it too hard. But anyway, here we go. More to add to your bin there. There's 1, 2, and 3. And again, get well, Charles. I can't even imagine what you're going through right now, but we got your back, bro. If you need us, hit me up, man. You know how it goes. Okay, we got Reckless Crew, Skemfar Avenger, super gnarly in the Elf deck. Gotta love it. Well, actually, no, I'm thinking about the other one. But yeah, this is cool. You draw, when it dies, you draw a card in the Game of Life. Hey,
Broken
Arnie.
Brow.
Yeah. Arnie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Arnie? Arnie, are you okay? You've been struck by some random MTG animal. Beautiful. Good job, man. You won something.
Yeah.
All right, you guys saw how it goes. Let's do one more, and then I want to get on to the next topic. I know we only have Josh here for about 40 more minutes, I think, or less.
Yeah.
You only got me for 40 more minutes.
Oh yeah, D&D tonight.
No, but I got Critical Role.
Critical Role. What's that?
Yes.
They got
It
a
is-
new live stream tonight or something.
Yeah. It's always
What is
on
it?
Thursdays.
Yeah, it's Matt Mercer's D&D group live. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Learn something new every day. I've been kind of stuck in my own little world here.
Bunch of
With
nerdy
that
ass
and
voice
stuff, yeah.
actors playing D&D.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, they're in their
Nice.
second long leveled campaign. They finished their first one probably over a year ago now.
Jeez.
We may have had more people join here too. So
Oh yeah. All right. So if you guys are just tuning in, guys, we'll go and smash that like button and subscribe if you guys haven't already. Right now, we are doing yet another giveaway. And this is again shout out to my boy Charles, who's in the hospital right now, getting amputated, which sucks. But hopefully, it will help improve the rest of his health. All right. So you guys know the drill. Go ahead and type in the chat number between 1 and 20. I'm gonna roll off. You guys are gonna get. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Sorry. Life totals. I know you want some foil white jank. Yeah, some foil jank. Give me the jank. Blade Banish, Checkpoint Officer. That's not bad. And Coordinated Charge, all foily from Ikoria. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm loading up his. When you guys subscribe, I do. I basically do these for you. Once this gets full, I ship it out to you. You guys will be winning stuff gradually as we go. That's just kind of how I roll.
Hey,
not every stream.
Life Totals believes that Mishra's Bauble should be in my pack.
No. I need that for the new deck. It works with Oscar.
Yeah,
It's a 0 mana draw 3 in Oscar. It's mine.
yeah. No, I know. He hit me
you know what
up.
else that'll work with?
What's that?
Urza Saga.
Oh yeah. Very, very true. Yeah, he hit me up. I actually had. I'll see if I have any extra guys, and I'll let you guys know in our private chat if I have any more. Unless it's gone up past $5, I'm pretty sure I can get it to one of you guys. So no big. All right, so let's do this, guys. Number 2, 1 and 20, go. Go ahead and mention that in the chat. I think it's just us now. Maybe Pablo. Okay. 19, of course. Okay. Brandon Phoenix. Hey, bud. Glad you're still here. Life Totals and MTG Bob. Okay. Let's do it. Woo. All right. Looks like we got a
Pablo's
10.
got 3.
Did I get it again? Oh, it's between me and MTG Bob.
Oh, crap. It is. Okay. Well, do you want to be cool and give it up to Bob, or
Yeah, Bob
do you want
can
to roll
have
out
it.
for it?
Bob
Okay.
can have it.
All right, good man, good man. Yeah, I hear you, Brandon. And it's good to see you, man. It's been a long minute. And I meant to check out. You spammed in one of the. I say spam, but you put in one of the chats on Discord. You have to check that video out that you sent. Okay.
Also, Branded Phoenix, just so you know, for Critical Role now, they have recaps. You don't have to watch all of the videos now. They actually have recap episodes now that are animated. So if you wanted to get caught up on that and you don't want to watch all of that stuff, you just have to watch the recap episodes.
Nice. Okay, so I grabbed 4, but whatever. Okay, so Gaming Bob, you got Reflections of Lachara, Battle of the Frost and Fire, Sigrid God Flavored. I always say flavored. The Cat Wagon. Yes.
Cat Wagon, Kitty Chariot.
Yes, gotta love it. Although I like the other one with the regular cats. This is still dope though.
It's a great card though. I think they're making a lot of noise from what I understand.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm excited because I love when Chiefs cards make get up there. You know. All right, so just grabbed some jank. All right, Will of the All Hunter. Hey, you got a Liger.
Another tiger. You get all the cats.
You go with your cat wagon.
This is cat pack.
Yeah, what's the other one? Okay, yeah. So we got 2 cats and we got a dinosaur. Whoop, whoop. Hey.
Dinosaurs are basically cats, right?
I thought they were basically birds.
Yeah, no, they're birds. But yeah.
Tomato.
Cat, bird, same thing.
Yeah.
I think they're literally a cat bird card.
Although when the M21 came out, I was just like wanting to put a picture of Cat Dog, you know, from Nickelodeon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Now I need an alternate art Ren and Siri with Cat Dog.
Cat Dog. Yeah.
Yes.
See. Okay, I'm seeing if I have you in the stack, MTG Gaming Bob. I thought I did. Oh, I guess not. Or I sent it out to you already. Did you get anything from me yet, man?
Nope. This will be a first.
Oh, okay. That's why I can't find anything. I'm like, I know I had it somewhere. Okay. Yeah, I actually have to make a new card for you. All right, cool. Any color preference?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Whatever's convenient.
Yeah, no kidding. Because right now I'm like, I reorganized everything and it's all cleaned up. Now it's a total mess because I knew where everything was when it was messy. You know how that goes. MTG Gaming Bob.
I just have to say that is one ugly die.
Yeah, it is. You know, the Zendikar die was cool because it was like kind of semi-translucent, and this was from the gift box. It's just like, oh, here's a big die that's gray and ugly. That's amazing. Thanks. They could at least made it gold or something. I don't know. If you look deeper into it, it's kind of got cool swirls, but that's just, come on. The die before this was cool. The die after it was cool. Anyone get the Strixhaven Fat Pack? I know I'm going to eventually.
I did.
How's that die?
It's a kind of gold with cream colors. I think they were going for like a wood look on it, but it fell a little short.
Oh, really? Yeah. So it looks like a Werther's original, right?
Yeah, kind of something like that.
You're like, nerd.
Yes, if any of you homies have a goblin welder or a goblin engineer, let me know.
What's that?
Yeah.
I need a goblin welder and a goblin engineer, and I can't find one anywhere.
I mean, I have some from Urza's Legacy, but I generally don't let go of cards.
Of course, I have some, but they're in decks. I mean, they're in my Feldon EDH deck, Feldon of the Third Path.
Feldon is good.
My Feldon deck's just janky. I mean, it typically runs out really long, or everybody scoops on like turn 3. I mean, when you have an It That Betrays that hits the board on turn 3 and attacks with Feldon out, you know, it's just over. Nobody recovers from that.
Jeez. I don't know. You should play Life Totals. I'm pretty sure you would scoop too. Red light totals.
Oh yeah, people scoop.
Okay. Well, I had a method, and I'm just not really prepared. This whole day has been like that for me. Okay, so I'm just marking. I'm just gonna say Bob because you're the only Bob right now. Bob. I have the system because I've spilled the prize thing before, so now I know if it gets separated. Bob. All right, let's
What
get on to the
about
next
Bob?
topic. Yeah, I love that movie. Okay, let's get on to the next topic here. So this is this. Honestly, I think this is a good thing. Not necessarily that people are stealing, but there we go. Walmart is no longer going to be carrying trading cards. It's kind of a bummer, but at the same time, I'm like, thank God, because you were, for gaming cards, you should go to your LGS. But it's one big box store that will no longer have Magic, baseball cards, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Pokemon, and any other form of card game. They were sick and tired of people doing the scan thing. When you go up to the scanner, you scan 4 or 5 packs of whatever the standard set is $4, and then you put in your bag a bunch of collectors, right? The other thing too is that I've been to more seedier areas. You go to the restroom, and there's tons of Pokemon and Magic packs just ripped open in the bathroom. So it sucks for them that there's so many thieves, but at the same time, I don't know. I think it's a little bit of karma. I'm not trying to get political here or anything along those lines, but you hardly have the store staffed. It's hard for people to get help and service that they need. And, you only have maybe one security guard a store, if even at all. So it's kind of their bad on that. And also pushing out all the cashiers. If the cashier saw that, you wouldn't be able to do the scan thing. And, I'm wondering how much overall the theft is at these stores because of the automated systems. They have one person posted they're kind of looking at people, but let's be honest, just they're minimum wage. Some don't care. What do you guys think?
Let's back in my day, we had people to cash us out.
Yeah, exactly. And how old are you, bro? I mean,
I'm 29.
There you go. I'm old. Me and Bob. Bob actually wins the old man prize here. That's amazing.
The old guy.
How old are you, Bob?
I just hit 50 a couple weeks ago.
Congratulations.
All right, you got me.
Yeah.
I'm turning 38 here in a couple of days, but I have my first grandbaby on the way.
Wow! Congratulations, bud.
Wow.
It does age you, but that's awesome.
ahead of curve.
Yeah.
You ramped that out.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding, right? Okay. I actually have the letter from Walmart here. I just gotta. There it is. Attention all. This is what it says, guys. Attention all trading cards vendor. The trading card categories have been removed from the sales floor, and sales of these items have been suspended due to inappropriate customer behavior. I mean, I do that, not steal anything. It's inappropriate customer behavior, but hey, I haven't been caught yet. Just kidding. And increased demand. Please do not stock these items until further direction from management has been given. Questions and comments can be directed to the management team. Thank you, store management. So yeah, that is really huge.
Here's the question I have for this though, and I've had it since I've seen it broken as news, and that is this chain wide?
Yes. This is for all Walmart. So Walmart, if you see packs, pick them up now. They are not going to be available at Walmart. And of course, because there's a chain of command and this just came out, that you still might have a few Walmarts that are selling product and they just haven't gotten reined by management yet. So if there's one of those type stores and you don't see anything on the rack, it's either that or you have to go up to a manager or someone and say, hey, I need some Magic cards, or hey, I need that. They'll direct you to one of the special manned booths where they can actually pull out said packs.
Fun fact, just put them in glass containers like cigarettes. There, problem solved.
Well, how about just do like they do in their electronics section? You know, they're in a cage that you have to say, "I want those." And
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Put them in a glass cage that someone has to go unlock. They get it for you and they ring it up right there.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Okay, so there's that, but I'm gonna play devil's advocate here, and I'm gonna say good. And the only reason why I say that is good because again, you should be supporting your LGS. Unfortunately, there are some people out there that don't have an LGS, so Walmart is essentially their LGS.
I don't have one.
I'm sorry, that sucks. Yeah. But more often than not, you're probably going to go online to get stuff anyways. It's just cool to see a pack that you want at Walmart when you cruise through.
Yeah, but your idea of putting the packs in a glass box and having to get a manager to do that, being since those are two separate companies, one is Walmart and one is MJ Holdings. MJ Holdings cannot direct Walmart without some kind of compensation for Walmart employees to have to deal with MJ Holdings product. That's a contractor issue.
Yeah,
I don't see it as a bad thing either way, and I'm sorry for those that only have Walmarts instead of LGSs. But at that point, just buy them online.
Well, there is that, and Brandon Phoenix just said my LGS charges a reasonably high dollar, so I mostly go online. And then Wormslayer says, let's skip stocking at Walmart. That is exactly what they're doing, and I personally, I don't condone stealing. I don't condone actions of. I love. Everyone brings this up, but I just like the way that they say it. Inappropriate customer behavior. I'm thinking like doing wrong things in the aisle and not stealing, but it's just the way they word it. You know, you're being inappropriate customer behavior. You know, it's just weird.
The world is slowly moving to what you already see, and I don't know if you guys have seen these yet, but Amazon stores have started popping up around the United States, and there's about like 30 of them now. Yeah. So basically what happens is you go in the store, you take what you want, and it charges you on the way out. So whatever you have with you, it automatically knows what you have and what you put back. So, and like it'll
all has to operate off like RFID.
Yeah. So what it does is they're eventually going. I think Walmart is eventually going to move in that direction because they've already started to, because they want to get rid of having manned sites. Period.
Yeah.
So unless it's going to be like customer service or something like that, there's going to be like a limited amount of things, and they've already done that because they've cut out cashiers pretty much. Like you might have an aisle open. Back in the day, you used to have like 10. So.
Oh, just noticed Derp the Man. That's funny. He says they don't give an F. At his Walmart, they're fully stocked. Mine has always been cleared out. Either it's cleared out by rabid magicers, which sucks because they just go in, you know, you got scalping going on for Pokemon as always, but now we're getting that mentality. Probably a topic for another time. But anyways,
I will say Pokemon is their fault for not having enough factories for distribution open on Pokemon's end for their TCG, because that's their fault.
I was talking about the theft, though.
Oh yeah, the theft for sure, but that's not necessarily just what scalping is. Scalping is also buying the product and then selling it and reselling it.
I was totally getting there. But yeah. Oh, hi, Derp Demand. Yeah. And let me catch up with the chat. Okay. Hate the idea of Amazon stores, but it is what it is, the future and all that jazz. Pokemon issues, I heard about it. Oh, yeah. No, it is. This scalping's ridiculous. Some of the LGS here in town have actually put a stop to it. They limit the customer to how many ever, but they're going to sell out no matter what, but that's just kind of a courtesy towards the actual players that are actually playing the game and not scalping. But yeah. But I think that this Walmart ordeal is a kind of a big come up for the still standing LGS. They've had issues with the scanning issue. They have people ripping off packs. They've changed that. It's now behind a glass per se or at one of the special counters. So they've already started doing that locally because people were just coming in, either buying out the store, stealing the store, or something along those lines. So a big come up for those cities with LGS. For those without it, unfortunately, if you're feeding a pack, you won't be able to pick it up locally. So that does suck for you guys. I do apologize there. Yeah.
fun fact,
Yeah.
like I said about Pokemon and their factory issue, open up the factories and print it in demand, and you wouldn't have this issue.
Yes. So that might be something that's fixed with the Rona being over, hopefully soon. I think it's going to be longer, but basically, they're blaming it all on that. Some of it's true, some of it's not. You take it with a grain of salt, but yeah, they're going to continue to have that issue. Plus, when the printing machines, print the money again, it's going to drive down the pricing a lot on the secondary market. But it is what it is. Okay, so yeah, this is the Walmart ordeal. Sucks for Walmart. The people there that work there really don't care. They're there as a job, so they can care less if they have cards or not. You know what I mean? But for us that don't have LGS, it does suck. So there, we covered all the issues on Walmart. Okay.
Gross.
Yeah. Hello?
I just said the Walmart thing is gross.
Oh, it's gross. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's gross.
All right, let's do another giveaway, man. This stuff's bumming me out.
You're the one that picked it as a topic.
No, because it's legit. It's a problem, for at least for those with out in LGS. As you guys said, I'm stoked only for the LGS stores. I'm stoked because I'll actually, hey Ryan, how's it going? Just in time, guys. All right, you guys know the.
But also, this is just Walmart. This doesn't include Target, Kmart, all the other big box stores. This is just Walmart's announcement. So,
right. Well,
take it with the grain of salt that you need to take it.
Exactly.
With.
And I'd like to point out that in the thing, it might just be a temporary thing until they figure out another way to go about security involving what they're doing.
We aren't even retail experts, and we figured it out. Put it in a glass counter. Put it where there's actually a real live person there at the counter. Go up to them. Hey, I need magic product. And it just sucks locally. There's a few Walmarts here. I go online. I say, oh, it's local. Sweet. I'll go swoop those up. Nope. Oh, I don't know. That thing's never accurate. Blah, 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 blah. And it's just like you can never count on the stock at Walmart being actual stock at the store that they say it is. So now you just can't pick it up at the store anymore in most cities. So if your Walmart still has it, cool. Buy them out if you have the money to do so, because they will not be stocking soon. So there you go.
I just got news, guys. I just got news.
Yeah.
So Magic the Gathering has just announced that there is going to be, for Forgotten Realms, there is going to be 4 new Commander decks. One is going to be titled Aura of Courage. The other one is going to be Dungeons of Death. The other one is going to be Dragonic Rage. And the other one is going to be called Planner Portal.
Do we have a picture or not yet?
No, they're just names.
No. Okay. Interesting. Planet Portal.
I want the Dragonic Rage already because I want Tiamat. That means, get your dragons.
Nice. I wonder if they're going to do, what was the big one that everyone's going after right now? The dragon. Oh, Terror of the Peaks. I wonder if that will be in it.
No.
Terror of the Peaks costs too much.
Well, I can't imagine that they're going to put non-D&D cards in the D&D commander sets.
They will be most likely, they already said in the article that they will be exclusive commanders that fall in line based upon Strixhaven. So it's going to be alternate colors from Strixhaven.
Okay. That makes sense. All right. So that means we're getting Snarls this set. What do you think? Innistrad's going to have the remaining Triumphs or what? I mean, I need my Jund Triumph, dang it.
I don't know what to expect from Innistrad. Because I'm still struggling to figure out, who the villain would even be. The only one that I can think of that would is if Soren somehow comes back and Olivia turns out to be the bad guy or something.
Okay. All right, so let's do this real quick, guys. Number 1 and 20. Hype. Let's go.
I'm out because I already won, so they can have it.
Yeah, let others win. I won tonight.
All right, Swordman 19. Okay, Dobby, we're looking for you. Brandon Phoenix, Ryan Justice Kwan. Emerald Cole would be fun. Yeah. Brandon Phoenix, Pablo, if you're still here. Wormslayer, Derp Demand. Go and pick a number between 1 and 20. Go. All right, Pablo's got 3. Swordman with 19. We got Brandon Phoenix with 8. And I have a fun mail day. Probably after I figure out what's up with dinner. We'll probably be doing a late night stream because I have a lot of mail. A lot of good stuff.
It is late night. It's a quarter till 10, Russ.
When I say late night, I mean for me, it's just around 9.
I'm messing with you.
Yeah, I know. We had some pretty in-depth topics today, guys. Great conversation. I will say that. That Walmart thing, wow. But lots of fun stuff for MH2. I am excited for the set only because it has a squirrel on it.
I've pretty much jumped off that whole bandwagon. And I'm like, give me Forgotten Realms already.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Okay, so we're missing. All right, if you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and smash that like, or well, hit it anyways if you're here. Smash that like button and subscribe. Tons of giveaways coming up and a lot of good content. And then I need to talk to you afterwards, live totals after you're done with your show. MH2 Squirrel Power, yes! Okay.
What do we need to talk about? I'm confused.
About a new show that we're creating. I was going to try to hit her at 421, but that's not going to happen. Just major scheduling issues all around. So, anyways, we're making a new show. And actually, thank you to MTG Peddler. If you guys know him, go check him out. Awesome dude. Or if you don't know him. Anyway, long story short, he said the order of the Red Eye Knights. I like that better. Plus, he said the way it says, it's kind of funny because it's not Star Wars. It's the acronym is 2 Trek. I like that better than what we had before. What do you think?
Yeah, I like it.
All right, bet. Okay, no, Ryan. Yes, we're waiting on you, bud. And then also, if Derp Demand still posted, again, we're doing number between 1 and 20. Here's numbers that we got right now: 3, 8, 9. Ryan with 5, and
19 for me.
And oh yes, 19 for him. Okay, I'm gonna give it another 15 seconds because of the delay thing, and then I'm gonna roll out. So Derp Demand, if you're there, I'm calling you out. Pick a number between 1 and 20. Go. Okay. Gonna give him a few seconds here.
Are we still planning on doing that the Strix thing that we were talking about last week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to speed round it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll out then, guys, because we got a few hosts here that have to get going. So let's go ahead and roll out. Bam. Whoa, that is a 9. All right, who is closest to 9?
Dobby picked 9 exactly on the money.
Did he?
Yep.
He knows better. You caught on too, live totals. All right, Dobby.
It's my favorite number, and I told you why. I have 4 of them in my birthday.
Oh, really? Well,
Yes.
I have 2 in mine. Because my favorite number is 9, and I was born June 29th. So there you go. All right, here we go. Let's see what you got, Dobby. Boom. A Icebreaker Kraken, Graven Lore, and an Old Growth Troll. All right. Cool. And then let me unsleeve these bad boys. We got a bunch of white jank from Ikoria. So Stormwild, Caprador, a Checkpoint Officer, and a Flourishing Fox. That's cool. Congratulations, Dobby.
If you want to get into this boy's hole, you got to pay the troll toll.
Right? I know. Yeah, we were talking about that too, monetizing. Because I, equipment and stuff's expensive. We do post in there. My sponsor, of course, but direct ways. I think you put it in the Discord. You guys could go directly to our PayPal, send us whatever you want. I do have set up, and I am working on Patreon. And the beginning level there is $5. Pretty easy to get in on. 20, you get closer to my cost. 50, if you're a baller, you pretty much get stuff at my cost. So it's plus there's exclusive giveaways for that too. If you guys want to get involved, help the channel. I'm going to actually get better equipment, so I don't sound like I'm in a tunnel 24/7. But yeah. Anyways, okay, cool. Well, congratulations, Davi. I'll go and put that in your box here, and let's get on to the Strixhaven. I know it's old news now. I hear Strixhaven, I've just kind of tuned it out because it's not new. So who wants to start? Hello?
I can.
All right, cool.
So if you just want to switch to my video input, I already have it on in place where my logo is.
Beautiful. Good man.
I forgot I muted myself.
Okay. Well, I didn't want there to be dead air there. So
yeah,
I don't know. Did you preface what we're doing here?
Okay, yeah. Let me go and preface. Brad and Phoenix. Yeah, I know the tunnel thing is my aesthetic though for right now. I actually have a deeper voice. I don't like this at all. I'm an audio head, so it's just like bugs the hell out of me. But the mix I'll probably get in the next check. But there's definitely equipment cost, be able to get boxes and all that fun stuff. There's a lot of money that I dump into this channel. Would be great to get some help. But anyway. All right, so what we're doing right now is we're picking essentially one of our favorite cards from Strixhaven. So in this particular case, people were saying, well, this is my favorite, but I really like this one too, so we're going to do 2 cards. So here we go. Gaming Bob, go ahead.
All right, so I'm going to start off, if I just had to pick one, and I think it's a little underrated, certainly if you look at it by price, and that's the Biblioplex. So I'll just address, first and foremost, I think it's a beautiful card. I think it's probably one of the prettiest cards in the entire set.
That full art is amazing. Oh, the foil. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. And talk about evoking images of the Library of Alexandria. I mean, you just kind of have to address that when you're looking at this card. It is not the Library of Alexandria. I get that. However, there are some things about this card that in some ways are better than Library of Alexandria. Now, obviously, being able to pull any card is heads and tails ahead of this card. This one, you can only get an instant or a sorcery from it. You have to pay 2 as well. You look at the top card of your library. If it's an instant, you may reveal it, put it in your hand. If you don't, put the card into your hand. You may put it into your graveyard, and you can only activate this if you have exactly 0 or 7 cards. So there's actually a lot to digest here. One, I love the fact that it doesn't come into play tapped, so you can use it right away.
Nice.
Second, there's a lot of maze on this. You may reveal it. You may put it into your hand. You may put it into your graveyard. So you can manipulate your deck. It's almost a way to self-mill, which Library of Alexandria cannot do. It's a way to sort of cycle through your deck faster. If you don't want to have it in your hand, you just need to get cards off the top of your library to get to a specific card that you want to get to. Fine. You can put it into your hand. Now, one of the other, what I think is a very unique piece to this card is that Library of Alexandria, you have to have 7 cards in your hand. What you can do with this card, and it makes some others a little better, is go to that 0. And there's a lot of cards that you can play with, like Grafted Skullcap, where it forces you to go down to 0. You discard your hand at the end of each turn, but during your draw step, you draw an additional card. Another card that can really play well with this is the Song of Creation. I've been trying to look at ways to make this card a lot better. And that's that you can play additional land on each of your turns. Whenever you cast a spell, draw 2 cards, but at the beginning of your end step, discard your hand. So again, it's another way to get down to 0 quickly, but it gives you additional benefits during your play. So I think there are going to be more ways in the future to be able to utilize the Biblioplex in ways that Library of Alexandria doesn't give you. So at like $1 a piece out there right now, I think this is a steal.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
I'm sorry. I just to kind of speed through things because we're getting to the end of the night. The second card real quick I wanted to touch on, and it played out like a beast when we were playing some sealed stuff with Strixhaven, and it's far better than I expected it to be. I don't even generally play Prismari colors, but this thing was almost impossible for them to get off the table because I just kept a bunch of instants in my hand, like 1 casting cost instance, and you get to copy them. You get to, I mean, it's It's a double on a stick. Plus it's really hard to hit. It's a 1/4, so it's not going to get lightning bolted. It's just a really solid uncommon card. I'm really actually surprised this thing was not at least a rare.
I heard that. Yeah.
So it doubles up your spells. Other cards that play well with it, obviously, anything that you want to like multiply your spells and forks and those types of things. But another card that kind of bittersweet for me at the moment, not really in Strixhaven, but will play very well with Rutha, is actually the Primal Amulet. This has been going skyrocketing. It was on like the top 10 cards this week from Market Watch.
Wow.
It makes your sorceries and instants cost 1 less to cast, and once you cast 4 of them, you can flip it over, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. When that mana is spent to cast an instant or a sorcery spell, copy that. So while you're playing that along with a Rutha deck, I mean, you're going to be doubling and tripling up your spells all over the place. So
Also,
I think it's a really, really solid Strixhaven card, especially at the uncommon slot.
All right, beautiful, man. Thanks for doing your homework, and that was a beautiful presentation. All right, Sword. Good job, man. That was awesome. And okay, Gaming Bob. What?
Yeah.
Oh, for some reason it went to you. Okay, I'm confused. It's because Swordman has.
Too.
Yeah. Yes, you're beautiful. Yes, exactly. All right, looks like Swordman Josh, his wife's probably coming home soon, so let's go ahead and get him going right now.
Well, it says it's sharing my screen, but it looks like it's sharing the wrong screen. Maybe. Let me try this here again real quick.
Okay.
I picked the screen I wanted, and it picked the other one for some reason. Let's try that again.
All right. Cool. Legit. Bam.
So I went over to Card Kingdom to pull mine up just because it makes my life easy. I like to make my life hard, so my favorite things are white cards. But
okay.
But yeah, so I mean, one of my favorites here is Lost Shield here. I'm not gonna lie. Teshar is my pet CDH deck, and I absolutely love it. And this card being 3 CMC and also working with artifacts just slots into a Teshar deck. And I saw this card and I immediately fell in love with it. I got the full art version of this for that deck because it's basically pimped out.
Nice.
But with sacrifice outlets, this actually makes infinite draw because the effect with whenever one or more artifact creatures enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card. That's for each instant of this card coming into play. So, I mean, you're constantly sacking and going through cards in a Teshar list, and this allows you to draw through your deck because each time with Teshar, it's 3 CMC or less. Lost Shield's right there.
Wow.
So every single time it comes back, you play another artifact on top of it, you draw a card. And
nice.
And that means the top flavor text is just icing on the cake. But really, it's a way for a white Artificer deck to basically draw through their library.
Nice.
That's the reason I absolutely love this card.
Beautiful.
And then the other one that I love, when I read this card, it absolutely screamed Feather to me. Because Boros has issues with recovering from the graveyard. And so I don't know if this was real. It was probably realized by quite a few people. But if you have Feather on the battlefield, and obviously a Feather commander deck is meant to, most of them are Voltron-y type. They're meant to target your Feather with multiple spells and kill with commander damage. Well, early in the game, you have to a lot of times play those spells to get the card draw to get where you need to be. Because when we're playing a Feather list in EDH, and also in the problem with this in regular Feather decks is it's going to be too slow. But in EDH, this fits well into a Feather deck because it allows you to recover any of those earlier spells that had an effect plus draw a card. Because when you target one of your creatures with one of those instants or sorceries, Feather's ability goes on the stack, which exiles that card, and then it comes back to your hand. So it allows a Boros deck that's specifically playing Feather the Redeemed to recover any instant or sorcery that targets your own creatures, which is almost everything, out of the graveyard, and then it goes into exile and then immediately back into your hand. So basically it's graveyard recovery in Boros for Feather specifically. It also helps the fact that it's a 2/3 flyer with evasion. So, I mean, all around, it's an amazing card. I bought multiple copies for my Feather deck. These were two of the singles, along with a couple other cards that I didn't pull out of my set booster, and I just went out and bought the singles. I mean, you can look at the prices. I didn't even pay $229 for this card. I paid less than that. And
these are definitely cheaper cards.
Yeah, and Lost Shield here is a whopping 59 cents. I mean, come on.
I'd also like to point out that Feather is one of the only CEDH decks that you're probably going to get under $50.
Yeah, very true.
You can definitely do that, and I mean, it's really hard to play it in a CEDH setting. But if you're playing mid power, it stands up like you wouldn't believe.
Because Zodron, Hedron, Grinder, and Goldspan Dragon are especially new updates to that list. Because now you're able to target everything. You're getting treasures. You have the ability to play everything in your hand where you didn't have those problems before, and you have those abilities now. So,
well, and here's the other major update to that list. It's Cadiz. So you can whack everybody at the same time. Granted, it's not commander damage, but if you got somebody that's playing a black list versus somebody playing a blue list, you just attack the blue player, and a lot of times, your black players are typically dealing with their life as a resource more than some of your other color commanders, and Cadiz just helps with that as well.
Yeah, I like Cadiz.
But those were my two picks, those two wonderful white cards that were presented to us.
Nice. Go ahead, life totals.
Okay, sharing. We'll start with my favorite card of the set.
Okay.
All right. So this is going into one of my CEDH decks, guys. Double Major. Probably the best instant, in my opinion. And look at that price point right now, guys, by the way. I'd like to point that out real quick.
Hella cheap.
If you look at Spark Double or anything in the past that does this same exact thing, Sakashima, those are all $20 and up. This is only $1.50 right now for foil. Get it. It's good.
Yeah, for sure.
Copy target creature spell you control, except it isn't legendary, if that spell is legendary. I don't want to explain to you the level of synchronization in Simic builds this has, especially in my E6 deck. Being able to copy any of my creatures to go ahead and make something, copy Sakashima, to like get another coma or anything like that, even copying E6 himself. Double E6 triggers, that's nasty. This card is just all around good. Being able to make
copying Vorinclex.
Copying Vorinclex would be better on a counter build, but to be able to just have a Vorinclex, I have Vorinclex in general in the deck just to assist with Primal Vigor, Parallel Lives, and Doubling Season, just because I want to be able to instantly ult my Planeswalkers, because I have, like, Kiora in there. And so, like, Kiora instantly comes in, she instantly ults. Now, anytime I play any creature, no matter what it is, I get to have it combat something and then get 3/9/9 octopuses. So it's broken. So it doesn't even have, my creature doesn't even have to live that fighting of the target creature. I just have them fight and I probably get a bigger creature out of it.
Nice.
So this card is just underrated. It's easily going to be $20 in the future, and you really should buy it if you don't have one.
Awesome. What was your second?
Second one is also one of my favorite cards of the set. Wandering Archaic. I love this card. I don't even care about the other side of it. It's a flip card. I'll show you the flip after this, but Wandering Archaic, whenever an opponent casts an instant or sorcery spell, they may pay 2. If they do not, you get to create a copy of that spell. You may choose new targets for that copy. Now, this enables you for a bunch of stuff, especially if you're playing against blue and you're not playing blue. You get to copy their counterspell when they try to counter you to something. You get to target their counterspell with the copy of counterspell. They have to keep this mana up to stop this. Otherwise, you get to counter all their stuff anytime they play a counterspell.
Oh, okay. I'll need more than I have one.
This is actually an amazing card because also it allows you to copy a Brainstorm, a Demonic Tutor, a Vampiric Tutor.
Yep.
It allows you to copy so many things that allows you to be back-breaking and game-ending. And the fact that it's colorless, granted it's 5 CMC, but...
That's nothing in Commander.
Yeah, in most Commander decks, that doesn't matter. I mean, I immediately slotted it into my Karn Silver Golem deck.
It's
Nice.
It's so good, and now you realize why I had you pick one up for me, by the way.
Yeah.
Because it's such a good card. It enables so many things that your deck might not even be capable of, and now you're capable of, if you're not playing black, you get to play a copy of their tutor. You get a tutor on the stack that they have to pay 2, or they can't stop it. If that's all the mana they had, you're getting to tutor anything out of your deck.
Wow.
And of course, yours goes on the stack higher than theirs does.
Yep.
So
yours
resolves. So if they play a Demonic Tutor and they don't pay the 2, and you're playing Dimir, you can copy their Demonic Tutor, go get a counterspell, get an opposition agent or a counterspell or whatever you want, and take care of their Demonic Tutor.
I would play the opposition agent, honestly. I'd go, if I was playing black and had this card in there, I'd go grab the opposition agent and just steal their tutor, so I get both tutors, so I get an opposition agent and I get their tutor.
Yeah, assuming you have the mana to cast the opposition agent on top of it.
Yeah, but you should. You should.
You know,
yes,
funny.
It's one of the most powerful cards, I think, from the set.
It's funny. Literally, like 2 days ago, I just went out and bought multiple copies of Biblioplex, Double Major, and Wandering Archaic myself.
They're so good, man. They're just
They really
so
are.
good.
I'm less thrilled with Double Major, but that's just because I don't play that color pairing much. I just think from a personal standpoint, I think Simic just has so many good things that it's just too easy to just make a good things deck, and that gets bored with me. So,
Well, I just think that all these cards actually are they're gonna have legs. They're gonna age well, not just in frame of reference of what we currently have in the card catalog, but all of these I can see playing well into the future.
in Commander, yes. In other formats, not so much.
It's cool that I have this option with Wandering Archaic. It's super fun. I'm glad I managed to get one copy of it. I don't know if it's necessarily going to go in the one center deck that I'm making, but I can definitely see this slotting this in a random commander deck for sure. All right, so I guess it's my turn, right? We got through everybody?
Yeah, it's your turn. Hopefully you picked Liliana, right? We need to have ourselves a sexy young lady on this show.
Yes. Yeah.
She can step on me any day. I mean, teach me any day.
Yeah, exactly. Can I pay to be punished, please?
Hey, you're paying tuition, I think.
Yeah, exactly. That I would pay just to go to that school, just to see her even. Okay. Give me a second here. All right. There we go. Hands down, this is my favorite card. Baleful Mastery. Okay, first I'll explain for 2 reasons. One, standard. If you need it, I hate hooking up my opponent with being able to draw a card, but if they got something gnarly out there, turn 2, I can exile creature, target creature or planeswalker. Case in point, Ugin's not going to be an issue after D&D, but turn 2 Egan with Tibalt's Trickery, how about hell no? I'll pay my 2 gladly to get rid of that ASAP. Also, for the 4-drop, just exile target creature or planeswalker. It's pretty awesome. But for Commander, this is cool because you can, for that 2 cost, you can automatically gain an ally real quick, get rid of a big threat on there, and go, hey, what's up, buddy? Remember, here's a free card for you. Down the road, don't kill me first.
Well,
Right?
if you mean by like you can split it up,
Yes.
You
Yeah,
get to choose who draws that card.
yes.
So that is super cool. You get rid of a big threat on the board, and then boom, an opponent, so that it doesn't have to be that opponent, gets to draw a card. I think that's pretty sick,
And I agree with you. I would not be nearly as hype on this card if it was destroy, but being since it exiles,
Yeah.
it makes me much more hype on this card.
For sure, especially if you're playing a sliver player, they get one of the key cards out before they get the shell card out. And you're like, oh, everything's indestructible. I don't think so. That one's gone. And then you hook up an opponent or someone else, and they're like, yeah, sweet, yeah, screw that.
Especially considering over the years we've moved from in CEDH from being multiple reactions, we've moved to more single target reactions, like picking and choosing what your threats are.
Yeah.
That's the way that the format has moved for Commander. So being able to exile anything is always good. And exile over destroying always, because there's really nothing you're going to get back from exile. It's gone.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you're playing a food chain deck.
Yes, unless you're
Right.
playing a food chain deck.
Well, or I think that you could play. What was it? Kaya can go get stuff out of exile. But one of the things I like about the Baleful Mastery is kind of like the same way that you can do it with like a Clack Bridge Troll in EDH and split up the two different effects, essentially. Let's say, like I said, you counter, or I'm sorry, you get rid of one threat on the board, but you give the benefit to the player that's the most behind. And the same thing with like the Clack Bridge, where you put out the Troll and give somebody else who has no creatures 3 goat tokens, and you get to smash through with an 8/8.
Fun fact with my new E6 deck, I actually have that available, that normally all of the spells that I do give somebody something when something happens, but they made Cut Purse now, and that's no longer a thing, so anytime you would get a token, I get it instead that turn, so...
Jeez.
So I can board wipe with Curse of Swine, exile all your creatures. You normally get a 2/2 board for each of those, but I get them instead.
Wow. All right. So, because I love Lily, and also you guys want to talk about this card, I'll go and pick this one. I had a cheesy other card, so I'll go and go with this one.
Was it Reject? Say it was Reject. Was your cheesy other card?
Oh, well, I don't play blue, but yeah,
it was Bellatrix calling
Reject.
It was Bellatrix.
No. This is because he's a fellow Reject as well. Obviously, honorary mention would have to be Reject. Unfortunately, I don't think I kept any of those cards because I gave them away. But I do have to pick up a couple foils and regular when I get a chance, just because And actually, I get to show off the mat later. It came in, Swordman Josh.
All my stuff comes in tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, I got a coffee mug and the mat, so you guys will get to see that later. It's pretty awesome.
I got 2 signed mats, 2 signed prints, and an unsigned mat coming in.
I don't remember if I got mine signed or not. I forget. But anyways, that's going to be probably in a couple hours once I check in with everyone and see what's going on. All right, so Professor Onyx, we gotta love it. It's obviously not Lily. It's a bingo spot when we were playing bingo. But here we go. Liliana with that Magecraft. It's insane. Whenever you cast a or copy an instant or sorcery spell, each opponent loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life. We'll get into that combo in just a second, life totals. I know you love talking about it. You get to look at the top 3 of your library, put one of them in your hand, the rest in your graveyard, for the +1. Each opponent sacrifices a creature for -3. With the greatest power among them, so that's pretty sweet. Doesn't matter if they are hexproof or not, they gotta do it, so gotta love that. And then each opponent may discard a card. If they don't, they lose 3 life, and you repeat it 6 times. All right, go ahead, guys. Discuss.
Chain of Smog.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say Chain of Smog.
Yeah, just infinite. I win. That's awesome. Not really for other players, but there you go. Chain of Smog. That was $1 when that card was $1. What is it up to now, guys?
I
Last
don't
time I
know.
checked, like $30.
Is it really
$30.
that high?
I thought it was.
I went through my bulk bin and found one.
Nice. Well, that's it's not a free tendy, but it's close enough, dude. That will get you a
No,
couple.
it actually went back down. It is on average on TCG Player, it is $24.92.
Wow. Before this was spoiled, it was $1. Just saying.
Yeah, I have 2 copies of it. I actually picked one up from a fellow reject
Nice.
during the start of the spike when this was spoiled. And then I happened to be going through an old box because I didn't think I had any copies, and I have a Turgid deck, and I found another copy.
Yeah, it's good for Turgid too, because now Turgid can slot in Liliana too.
Well, Turgid is your commander, and then Chain of Smog and Professor Onyx just become an alternate win con that's housed within the deck.
Because you also have, what is the name of that card that I have in here? I actually have it over here. That card that makes you discard, your opponent discards a third of their hand, a third of their field, blah, 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 blah.
Pox.
Yeah, I got Pox. Pox is a main thing in Tier Grid too.
Yeah, I think my favorite part of this is probably something that most people wouldn't say that their favorite part of this card, and that's that I just love her headdress being the Easter egg in the background.
Yeah.
You talked about this, and I didn't even know that it was there until I looked in the window. I'm like, oh, it's there. Cool.
Oh, nice. I just want her chair. Her chair is dope. I
will say the full art for this card is much prettier. I like the full art better.
I think it's excellent art. I think they did an amazing job on another Lily card, of course.
Yeah, they're both good, but this one is I want that chair. That chair looks awesome. You see the little skull up top. It's purple. It's nice. But I just want to be in the room with her. That's all. Can we do that? That'd be great. Thank you. Please serve me detention. Anyways, super fun card, guys. All right, I know Swordman Josh is going to get in trouble here soon, so I should probably wrap this up. Yeah, exactly. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining us here at the roundtable. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and smash that like button and do subscribe. Like I said, tons of giveaways coming up very soon as we are doing, and I will be making that video soon for another landing page for the 400 subscribers, so you guys can definitely enter to win on that. So yeah.
Also, if you guys would like to join the community further, go ahead and join our Discord. We actually have it set up so you guys can talk to us in person instead of just having to wait to talk to us on YouTube. We talk to everybody on there. Also, we have, if you would like to donate, we have a donation page already set up, and you still need to actually get set up your sponsorship page that I made you on there that you asked me to make.
I still do have that announcement. I don't want to lie on stream here, so
yeah, go ahead.
Just real quick. So on my channel, I was fortunate enough this week to interview a former Magic the Gathering artist, Ruth Thompson.
Oh, okay.
Still in the works for editing that, and she may turn us on to even some more names of Magic artists in the future. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully that'll be a lot of fun for people to check out.
I talked to Ed Beard on pretty much the regular on 570. I actually have signed art cards from him and stuff.
Nice.
Super nice guy.
I gotta talk to Kim Leonard Jr. again. He says he has other artists that have done work for Magic that I need to bug him again so I can do another interview because that was super fun, a little different too. Talking with actual artists that you see on your cards every day is pretty awesome. I think they're rock stars. So yes, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, guys, because I know Swordman's got to go and Life Totals has got to go. I can keep going, but I'm going to go ahead and take a break for a couple hours. I will be back.
I'll be back for the late night stream. If you want me back, I can be back for the late night.
Yeah, of course. I got a lot of stuff to show and tell, so it's going to be sweet. And we'll talk more as we kind of coordinate off YouTube about a new show popping up this Saturday. It will not be a normal thing. We are testing it out. We might go to Sunday or another day. But I think it's just probably you and I for initially. But Card Drummer Jay is probably going to join us. Levi, when he's better, is going to join us. And it's going to be talking all things geek culture. So MTG will be brought up too, but it will probably go on rants and raves about some current TV shows, about movies, and everything geek, and horror, and sci-fi,
Cough, cough.
and all the fans.
Cough,
What's
cough,
that?
Invincible.
Yeah, Invincible. I know we'll have to dedicate a whole show to that, but I kind of want to just keep it brief for our first go around. But I definitely want to do the Invincible episode. That way, we give everyone the 2 weeks for the spoiler or whatever, and then that way we can go heavy
Well,
into
the
it.
season's over. The season's over, so.
No, I know. We need one more week, I think, and then we could be spoiler free without a bunch of people jumping. People are going to jump down our throat anyway. But if you haven't seen Invincible, what's freaking wrong with you?
Yeah, it's friggin' amazing. And by the way,
Yeah.
a lot of people don't know is that comic came out in 2002. People, what are you doing? Why do you not know about it? I've read it long before you guys have ever even heard about the show.
Yeah, exactly. Just a small flex from my totals there, but yes, it's gonna be super fun. Hopefully, see you guys Saturday. We're gonna work out a time. Hopefully, by the late night stream tonight, we'll have it ironed out. I'm not doing much Saturday, so I'm pretty much available. But anyway, all right, guys, you guys rock. Thank you so much for coming out today. Again, do like, comment, and subscribe. Stay awesome, friends, and I will see you guys in a few hours. Thank you guys for joining the stream today. Swordman Josh, Live Totals, and MTG Gaming Bob. Thank you guys. Bye.
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 Swordman.
Bye.
There you go. Bye.